LED daytime running lights or parking lights, whichever you prefer. Standard fog light, spare housing. The spare housing for me, I have these here. These are ran and connected to my high beams. Here is my standard fog light. This here, quick disconnect, goes to those. I have mine set up as parking lights, but the way to get those connected straight to your wire, your main wire harness on a Santa Fe. So I got one wire that's connected to the high beam, so when I turn on the high beams, these lights here come on. The other wire is ran to my parking lights, so when I have just my top LED parking light here, or DRL, daytime running light, whatever you want to call it, it runs to this one and is connected to those lower ones down there. Now, in order to figure out what wire is what, I just took an old light bulb connection, put a light bulb in it, twist the wires very finely, stick them in here. Of course, you can see here yellow, green, black, all yellow, brown, all the colors you have. Anyways, in order to figure out what is what, just take this wire, stick it in one of the probes, stick the other wire, the negative wire, in there, go in there, turn on your lights, see if this illuminates with your parking lights, your high beams, or your low beams. I have this here, like I said, this one's connected to my high beam, so when I turn on my high beams, these lower ones come on the bumper down there. The other one here is for the LED strip that runs on the bottom of that light. So yeah, that's how I ended up figuring out what light or what power source goes to what, simply just by taking an old bulb connector, basically just probing it in there, and then going in the car and turning on the power until I got the right source that I wanted. And then when I figured out what source I wanted, I just went ahead and tapped them in. So I got my positive and ground, and then I got my positive and ground for those, and that's how I ended up figuring out how my lights run on those.